you mentioned Germany. I want to come back to this idea that the United States has been importing deflation and exporting higher interest rates and inflation elsewhere around the world. You mentioned Germany, but we've also seen some economic upset in the UK recently, some very disturbing trends. Let me play devil's advocate for a moment. Why, and I don't mean to sound callous when I say this,
I know where you're going with this.
Why should Americans care about the economy in Germany, the UK, or even more broadly, the EU, or even in China, which is experiencing an unbelievable slowdown? How does a recession over there affect Americans over here?
Yeah, it will come back to us. It won't be like Europe and China will break first. We have to keep in mind the United States, we have well over a $20 trillion economy. We are the largest economy in the world. If Europe goes into a severe recession, which their recession is inevitable, and that Putin gets the thanks for that, but they will go into a recession. It could be a very severe recession. A lot of hinges on if we get a mild winter. And they do good policy. The United Kingdom has got to like step it up here. But if Europe goes into a severe recession, or even a like real recession, not a mild one, and China's growth stagnates, which for them is basically like a recession because their growth has been, I mean, it's a huge step down in growth, then they're bigger than us. You start putting together the global economy, the United States is big, but we're not that big. Right. And so again, it doesn't necessarily cause a severe recession here, but it's like if we had just dodged the Fed's war on workers and the US economy this year and inflation is coming down, and then we get the like tsunami of like we're not in that strong of a place, and we're not that big of an economy. And frankly, as the supply chain should have reminded us, we're kind of in this together. Right. There's a lot of interconnectedness, and maybe over time policy will we'll see more onshoring, more friendshoring. There's obviously industrial policy. Like I think semiconductors going to be more produced here. That is going to take time. Like we are not decoupled from the rest of the world. So that's one piece. That'll take a while. The other one that is the Fed is playing with fire right now. And these events have moved quickly. The world economy has deteriorated quickly. And so I try not to be too angry at them, but like I work there. I know they see this, and I know that they know they're playing with fire. The Federal Reserve, by raising the interest rates, they're pushing other central banks to raise interest rates. And the Fed has gone really fast, right? And what we've learned is speed matters, right? The financial markets they're a bit of a China shop right now. The Fed has contributed to that. It's not the only. COVID, root of all evil. Putin, root of all evil. They've created a massive amount of uncertainty. Markets hate uncertainty, right? And the Fed is actually creating uncertainty because like go, right? And anyway, so then the United Kingdom with what's referred to as the mini budget. So the Truss prime minister, when she took office, her chancellor, equivalent of the Treasury Secretary, put out this budget. It wasn't like a full budget, hence mini. So it wasn't completely thought out, and it injected even more uncertainty. It's like, how are you going to pay for this? What are you going to cut? Why are you doing this right now? Like we have an energy crisis. And so she unleashed a bull into the China shop. And we saw very quickly the pound dropped even faster relative to the dollar. I mean, they were already weak, and then it weakened further. Gilts, which are the equivalent of their treasuries, just shot off the roof. And honestly, that's what a banana republic looks like in financial markets. Now, they did get it under control, but it was very, like the way the Bank of England intervened, like the whole thing was like, oh, wow. Now, the implications for the United States are the world is in a fragile place. If you make bad policy decisions, you could blow something up. And frankly, the United States financial markets, while it's not like going into the financial crisis, they are not, like things could blow up. And then we have a big problem, and that could happen soon. So yeah, we're all in this together, and policymakers have got to like get it together.